Welcome back, guys. We got another unboxing for you today. This is going to be another MNM Belts Intercontinental title. The last video that I had, we got this one here. This was supposed to be the textured WWE Intercontinental title that Cody Rhodes had introduced, but that's not the version that we got. So we ended up getting, it was still the white leather, the classic Intercontinental title, but it was the version that The Miz actually held. So that was not the correct version that I had ordered, so I reached out to MNM Belts, went back and forth a little bit, and they finally agreed to send me a replacement for that title. So we have the new one here in the box. He did send me some pictures of the belt before he shipped it out to make sure we had the right one. And so I'm going to open it up for you guys, do a quick little review, and then I'll pull out the other version that we got the first time, and we'll do some comparison. Let you see some of the differences between the two. And then you can make up your own minds of what you like, what you don't like. Sorry guys, my eyes messing with me a little bit today, cutting grass and in this 95 degree heat out here. So we'll set this old Intercontinental title aside. Now the box that we got in this time, in perfect condition. No, it's not crushed up. It's not, you know, smashed or have holes in it or anything like that. The last couple that we did get did have some damage to it, but so this one, that does not seem to be the case. Everything looks good on it. Packaging looks really good on the outside. So we'll get this box opened up. All right. So we have the belt, and no belt bag this time. The last 3 belts that I got all came with a belt bag. Let me get some of this tape off here. Kind of loose wrap. This version has the scratch logo on it. Still has the white leather strap. And also has the belt tip. Okay. As you can see, the leather on this is very, very floppy leather. I actually think this leather is floppier than all the other leathers that I've gotten. Very soft, very pliable. Even the backing feels a little softer than the other ones on this one. Maybe not quite as thick a leather. We'll compare it and see. Okay, so get some of this stuff out of the way. And then I'll pull out the other version. So I've been doing a lot of work, so a lot of messing with this right now. Okay, Yeah, that leather is definitely thinner than. As you can see, this strap is not as floppy as that one. So I'm gonna flip this camera around and then we'll do some side by side and let you guys look at both of them. All right guys, so up close, this is the textured version from MNM Belts of the Intercontinental Title. We'll get in close here. Let's see some of the detailing. As you see, the scratch logo. Now this has not been cleaned. This is fresh out of the box. And the lighting is not great in here, so I apologize for that. I wanted to do this earlier today while we had some natural light, but I didn't have enough time to do that. See the kind of the nugget type texturing. Now, I did notice doing some homework on this particular belt. There's actually supposed to be some like a star logo right here that they have lost in trying to do this nugget texturing on this belt. You can see it a little bit better on this side, and there's supposed to be like a star here, but that's not present. We do have the stars up here, which is accurate for the title that Cody released. We'll move on to the side plates here. Now the other belt that I had the WWE Network logo on it. Like I said, that was more accurate for the one that The Miz held. This one has the scratch logo. Now these are the 4mm plates. You can see some of the depth here in the etching. And your WWE Intercontinental plate, snap box, standard belt tip for what MNM Belts issues. And they use this same belt tip for pretty much all of their older belts. Now I did notice here the finish work on the leather. I think you can see that it's not great. That's just raw leather right here. It's not painted on that edge right there. And we'll move to the other side. Same plates on the other side with the scratch logo. The male snap box. Tip on this side. See, it's got some rub marks on it, and this is very thin compared to the other ones. That's why it's so floppy, but you can see the difference here. I'll put them up side by side. So this one here is the one that I initially got, and you can see this huge difference, probably half the thickness of that strap. I'm not really pleased with that. It's a very cheap feeling strap compared to this. Another look there at the center plate. And if you look, they're essentially the same. It's just one has, you can see here, you have the stars, and then up here you have those same stars, it's just textured around it. And then here, where I told you there was this star logo supposed to be here, it's on here on the other one, but I think it got stamped out with the texture. Because you can see a little dot here where it looks like it used to be. That's the standard version, or the version the Miz held, and then the textured version that they offer. Now it's still different. I did note that the version that they advertised on the website had the network logo on it. The texturing looked a lot different online. It looked a lot better online. I think this is a more cheaply done version than what they actually advertise. So try to, definitely needs to be cleaned here. Got some scuffs. You see the network logo. Kind of put it up here together so you can see her good side by side there. Network logo versus the scratch logo. Now the texturing in the leather looks the same. It's just unfortunately, see a little bit of damage on the strap here. It's very, very thin. It feels soft, but it is super thin. Definitely not something I would, after feeling the quality of this leather, I don't know why you would want to put something this thin on a belt and make it feel cheap like that. And then, as you can see, this thinner strap, it holds that folded shape very easy. It's going to be easy to crease. This one here doesn't have that issue. Then we've got a little bit more of a curve on this one than you have on this one. Not a big difference, but so you can see how the strap just holds that folded up shape. It doesn't flatten out. But you also look at the floppiness there versus that. So I definitely like this thicker strap better. I would say that I would look at maybe swapping the leathers out, but you have this finished backing, so you would have to destroy this backing to get the plates off. Take a look at the backing on this one. Compare the two. All right. Again, you can see the difference in that leather. Already coming apart here all the way around, so you don't have that issue with this one. This one's welded fairly well. This one is kind of thrown together. It's loose all the way around. So while I do like the texturing on this belt, versus the untextured, the strap really takes away from that belt. So I don't know, not quite sure at this point what I'm going to do with these, but I may have to get the textured version re-leathered and then just hang on to this one. All right, there you have it, guys. Close-up view. Again, sorry for all the mess on the desk. Again, I've been doing a lot of work from home lately, so. But I did want to get this video out as soon as I got this title in the mail, so you guys could see it and compare it to the other one, and you know, you can kind of make your own decisions here. Myself, I do like the texturing on the belt. Unfortunately, it did, you know, take out some of the detail. The star that's supposed to be on the bottom is no longer visible. Look, slightly less bend in the main plate. That's not a big deal, but I do like a little bit more. Just a personal preference. Nothing major. I don't see anything wrong with the plates on this belt. The leather strap on this one though is really a downer. Just the fact that it is so thin compared to this one. You know, half the thickness, and supposed to be the same quality leather strap on both, and that is definitely not the case. The etching on the leathers is good. It's just way too thin. And not finished. And then the backing, like I said, is loose on all the edges. It was not welded very well. I think this was, you know, kind of a rush job, which is crazy, being that this, you know, it took so much longer to get this belt. It was actually about 9 weeks to get this belt in. Normally they advertise 5 weeks on these belts. So they did say they took a couple weeks off from production, but still, I mean, 9 weeks, that's the quality just isn't there on this one. So, but that being said, I just want to kind of walk you guys through some of the process. I know, you know, full transparency, there's plenty of people out there that have made reviews now saying that they received their product from MNM Belts, that they are happy with their product, and that, you know, that's great. I'm glad they're happy with theirs. I personally have had a problem with every belt that I've gotten from them. The Winged Eagle belt that I received from them was missing the belt tip. Everything else was fine, but it was missing the belt tip. They did send me the belt tip in the mail with the tool to punch the holes in the leather, so I do appreciate that. The Big Eagle belt that I ordered from them was supposed to be the WWF version that said World Wrestling Federation across the bottom. I got the World Wrestling Entertainment version. So it's not the one that I ordered. I told him about it, let him know, hey, you know, there are some issues with this belt, it's the wrong belt. So he offered to give me a discount if I would keep the belt, and he would give me a discount. So I saw the Intercontinental title that he had listed on the website that had the text string. It actually, the one that I saw on there actually had the WWE Network logo, not the scratch logo, but the text string was different on that one. Looked really good online, but this is not the same thing that he's advertising. So if you're watching this video, go online, look at the I think it's the 2014 Intercontinental title that he has listed. You'll see the difference. There's a big difference in the two. But I took the discount and said, hey, great, I've been wanting the Intercontinental title. I'll order that one from you, and we'll call it right. So I ordered that belt online. I got this one. It was not the correct one. So and then also there was the issue of this bolt did not have the nut was not attached. So is it a big thing? No, but you pay your money, you expect a finished product, and this, I can't fix that without making a cut in the leather backing and reducing the quality of the belt. So when I first reached out to him and let him know that this was the wrong belt, the response that I got back was basically, you already got a discount on that belt, so you're stuck with what you got. I didn't appreciate that response personally. I thought that was not a good business move. You're not standing behind your product. You're not, you're the customer support. It was not there with that response, and so I sent him a message back and let him know, hey, the belt that you have online is the textured one. There's no information in the description. There's no photographs. There's nothing on there to indicate that when you order that belt, you're going to get this version. So everything indicated in the description and the photographs that he had posted was was the textured version of the belt. That's what I ordered. That's what I expected to get. Regardless of I got the discount because he sent me the wrong belt with the Big Eagle. So, honor your promise, send me the right belt. So, I also pointed out the fact that there's an issue with the bolt being attached on this belt. So I couldn't fix that without cutting into the leather. So, eventually he came back and said, okay, he offered me a refund or a replacement. I wanted the belt, so I opted for the replacement. So during that process, I reached out several times to check on the status. I specifically asked him before when I opted for the replacement belt. I specifically said, hey, there's been an issue with every single belt that I've gotten. So if you don't mind, send me some pictures. Take a good look at it before you send it to me so we can make sure that we have the right belt, so that we don't run into this issue again. He was fine with that. And, several weeks in, it was probably about 5 weeks in, I sent a message like, hey, what's going on? And ended up sending several requests for updates. Hey, what's the status of the belt? Is it almost done? Is it shipped yet? What's the deal? And got nothing back. And to be honest, I was at the point I was starting to get kind of irritated with them, and there was all this great communication with the first couple belts. That was one of the things that eased my mind with dealing with them and made me willing to take the risk, even though there wasn't a lot of information about MNM Belts. But there was almost no communication with this last transaction. So completely different from the first couple. So finally he did respond and said, hey, you know, we took a week off, and we're going to be back on it, and we should have something to you within the next 2 weeks. So, but now we've got this belt in, and it is the textured belt. It's not textured like they advertise. It's definitely not the quality that they have listed on the website. Not even the quality of this one, really. Definitely less quality on this one, especially with the strap. I'm just really irritated with the strap, to be honest, guys. But there you have it. So, to be honest, with all the issues that I've had with M&M Belts and kind of the change in direction that they've taken as far as not communicating and seeing the quality go down, I'm probably done ordering from M&M Belts for a while. I'm probably gonna continue my belt collection through somebody else for a while. But I did want to get this video out there so that you guys can see, and so that I could let you all know the issues that I've had, and, you know, try to give them, you know, a fair shake, that, you know, to correct whatever issues they had and make things right. And, you know, we've been back and forth now several times. I've ordered 3 belts from them. I've had problems with all 3 belts, and even with the replacement, you guys have seen for yourself the just the lacking quality on that one compared to the first one that I got. And I mean, if it's a replacement, it should be just as good or better than the first one. But so there you have it. I hope this helped. You know, kind of inform you about what you're dealing with. I hope that you know, anybody that decides to move forward and ordering a championship belt from M&M Belts, I hope you have a great experience, better experience than I had. But for me, I think it'll be another company for the next one. So y'all stay tuned. Hopefully we'll before too long we'll have another belt in, and we can get some information on maybe another company. So post your comments. Tell me what you think. If you've had experience with M&M Belts yourself, post your comments down on the bottom of the video, and let me know what your experience is, and what you think about the as far as the issues that I've had and how it was handled, and yeah. So you guys have a good day, and we'll catch you on the next one.